Hey everybody, welcome back to Movie Cranks. I'm Mike. This guy here is Larry, and tonight we're going to bring you a quick rundown and review of Season 4 of The Expanse.
We meet in an hour of change and challenge, in a decade of hope and fear, in an age of both knowledge and ignorance. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds. For the eyes of the world now look into space, to the moon and to the planets beyond.
Larry, tell me everything you know about The Expanse from 1 to 3.
Honestly, I didn't really know anything. I seen season 1 with you.
Partially.
Which I liked.
Yeah.
I just never got around to it, never got the time. But I am here to tell you, if you did not watch season 2 or 3,
Doesn't matter.
no problem.
No
problem whatsoever. I would say you may want to see season 1, but 2 and 3, I caught right back up.
Absolutely watch them.
I know who doesn't like each other. I know who likes each other. I feel the chemistry between the cast. And I don't think it's really that needed.
I still will highly recommend people that are at home right now that have time on their hands that like sci-fi or any sort of action sci-fi or any of that need to watch this. This is incredible sci-fi. This is way better than we've gotten lately. The Discovery was absolutely terrible. Picard was absolutely worse than Discovery. And we'll talk about that in another review coming up.
Picard.
And also, thank you for supporting us. We are a small YouTube channel trying to grow. Please like, share, do all that good stuff. Get us at least 10,000 views on
pay
this.
people off.
Pay people off. Yeah. So, Larry, we have the crew of this ship that has now been called upon the United Nations to go to a planet. And if you know this is where we're at in the story, these ring gates, these wormholes have opened up past like Neptune, which allows humans to travel to 1,000 different worlds. And that's how we left off with season 3.
Yeah, and that's what you told me when you said you gotta watch it. You gotta see it. That these rings opened up and they're going to different worlds.
Yes.
And it's about exploration now.
Exploration.
Oh my God. Who would have thought exploration and a sci-fi? And that's what I liked about this season.
It's gone. Having a decent hardcore sci-fi with exploration is now a thing again.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some of that. We got the cool different planet that we had to go to and help these people. And what happened was you got the Belters. They're out in deep space. They need a new home. Ganymede was completely destroyed. The people from Ganymede ended up fleeing through the ring gate, going through the blockade. They wanted to stop people from going to these planets because on these planets could be something very dangerous. And if you haven't seen this show, there's going to be some spoilers. The protomolecule, or the ancient aliens that created these gates, were wiped out by something really bad. It's really bad.
Well, my guess, if you created gates that would allow you to go across the stars, and you got wiped out by something else, that it would be very bad.
Yeah, and these are humans who don't even have light speed travel yet. This is as close to real as you can get. They can go from Mars to Earth, takes a little while. Mars to the gates might take like half a year, and then go to the new planet. This takes years of travel. But these aliens that were wiped out were very advanced. So the UN and that whole side wants them to be patient. Don't rush into this. Don't get us all killed.
Biggest opportunity to give them jobs, to give them a purpose in a century. Every week, another colony ship filled with our constituents shows up at the blockade and we make them wait. They're sitting ducks for pirates. They want to explore new worlds. We should let them.
When Columbus arrived, at least he knew what was waving at him was human.
You know? And guess what happens? They run into technology on this Terra 2, similar to Earth, that may be connected to those aliens and may wipe out mankind again. So Holden and the whole crew get to go on a vacation. No, they're sent over there to try to fix things.
Yeah. Well, I think Holden's sent over there because doesn't he have some sort of connection with the ring? I know there was something in there where he's having flashbacks or something.
He's still talking to Miller. Miller was brought up. He's the artificial intelligence that was built into the protomolecule. And it communicates to Holden because Holden was the first to go through the rings, blah, yada. He can now talk to him. And he sees Miller, who died in the first season, I believe, as a construct. But he's sort of real. He's there, but people don't know that. They think he's like a ghost.
Dragging me out into the middle of the night to do your fucking gardening.
Hey, we're all doing someone else's dirty work, kid. I'm just flipping switches, you know, seeing what lights come on, and right now that's a switch I can't flip.
The UN sent in a ship to stop these Belters from colonizing, and somehow the ship got shut down. And now you have the Belters versus this corporation.
And season 1, I didn't really care for. I thought it was good. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the show was good. But there was some one aspect I didn't really care for, and that was like the whole political. It seemed like that one lady with the raspy voice where she's like, hey.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna take down Mars. I was like, I don't really like her character, which this year, she wasn't in it a lot.
They're calling the planet Ilus.
Makes sense. Ilus was a brother of Ganymede.
Who gives a fuck? I didn't bring you here to teach me mythology. The planet is practically made of lithium. They're mining it.
Belters struck it rich. Good for them.
So maybe that kind of helped me a little bit. Because I will say, my favorite character, though, was Amos. I like Amos, man. Amos, you know, and his girlfriend, too. I really liked her character.
He's probably got memes, you know. I mean, Amos has to have good memes.
I literally even kind of tried to cut my hair like him earlier, like about 2 weeks ago. It didn't really work out that well.
This damn coronavirus.
That guy talks a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
So this massive incident happened. So they were sent down there. Now you got two sides. You got the UN, which is kind of like the high-tech, in-charge military badasses that are trying to take control of the whole situation and run things. Kind of like the U.S. walking in somewhere and telling, hey, look, we're here to fix this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you got the poor kind of refugees that are just trying to live and survive on this new planet.
And then you got that shit disturber. What was his name? Yeah. I want to say it's like Melfrey or
Adolphus.
Adolphus
Mertry.
Mertry, yeah, I say yes. Mertry.
He survived the crash and the being shot down, and he hates Belters. And there's a lot of racism in the show, and it's Earth versus Mars, Mars versus both Earth and the outer planets.
I could see that happening.
Yeah,
if people fled to Mars, to different planets, you live there long enough, eventually you're just going to have conflicting sides.
You're not Earthlings anymore. Yeah.
You speak for this camp?
Where did you get this?
At the pad. You people blew up that pad deliberately. That's what took down our shuttle. You killed a lot of my people.
That's ridiculous. We needed that landing pad to get our lithium into orbit.
The bugs kill your shuttle. You're trying to pin it on us like Guinness always do.
Yeah. Your family and their families, and you become farther detached, and the show does that great.
Yeah,
because you can tell the Martians are different than the Earthlings are.
Yeah, just like how they show the girl at the beginning, she's got to go through some kind of process just to walk on the planet. Yeah. And even when she does come out, she has trouble. I mean, she's like throwing up, and basically she has to go back to space.
Yep. Well, she was a Belter. Belters had very low gravity, so when they're on Earth or this new Terra, it tears their body apart on the inside. And that's what they do so well. This show doesn't bullshit around. They try to have the best science and technology and most realism.
And the effects.
Yeah.
The effects are amazing.
Like a NASA documentary sometimes. Like it's so like you got a ship and it's just moving and spinning.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
And I've told you before, too. We watch these YouTube videos about, like, I'll admit it, Secure Team 10, I watch them.
Yeah.
All these other things about aliens visiting Earth.
UFOs,
I'm kind of a nerd that way. I even tried starting my own thing called Interstellar Happenings, which maybe someday I'll try again, but right now, I'm kind of laying off it.
And that's what this show has 3 parts. You got the Mars, you got the inner planets, you got Mars and Earth, and you got the Belters. The Mars is another part of this. Mars, they keep showing, is no longer the most important part of the new world. It's now the rings. And so everyone on Mars is just basically departing. If you're a scientist or anything, they're having a brain drain from hell on Mars. And everyone's leaving. And now they got corruption.
Have access to the military storage rooms at the shipyard. All you need to do is accidentally leave one of the security doors open.
Leave one of the doors open, that's it?
That's it. Do that. David's back in school tomorrow.
Which they didn't have. They have the police are becoming corrupt, the military.
Yeah. No, I will say that.
All of it.
That's kind of part of the season. I didn't really care for it. I like the stuff on the other planet.
Yes.
The stuff on Mars, I was like, I didn't really kind of get into those characters. I didn't really understand really totally what was going on there.
Yeah.
But when they went through the ring, it was just like a different show for me.
Well, Frankie Adams was Bobby. And Bobby was the former Martian Marine. She played an excellent character. I love her. She's like this caring mother character that is a badass all at the same time. And she's smart. And she tries to help these guys, even though she knows they're bad. She sees how difficult things are, and she needs the money, and she wants to help her kid, and all this stuff. And I was like, oh man, I'm rooting for her.
Yeah, I know, I did like.
But it's just not as good.
The character she kind of gets hooked up with, the guy that's supposed to be in charge, the underground or whatever, whatever they're doing there. I think he's kind of isn't he supposed to be like a police officer or something?
He's kind of a middleman for the real bad guys to start selling Mars tech.
Yeah, but he's got connections.
Yeah,
and I like that character. But just to me, the whole Mars thing, it was okay.
It's vital to the next season.
Yeah, that's
Mars technology is being sold off to terrorists and the highest bidder, essentially. And that's what we see with Bobby and all this going down, is someone's buying cloaking technology and putting it on asteroids.
Probably why I should go back now and watch season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Maybe that would make some sense
Highly
for me.
recommend it.
Yeah. I know he watched it, he recommends it. And I could actually recommend it after this season because... to me, it was a fun show to watch,
Well, James Holden, the captain, is a phenomenal captain. It's played by Stephen Strait. He's got this drive to do the right thing.
Yeah.
He reminds me of like an old Picard before the new Picard.
Before the new one. Before Eye Patch Picard.
Yes. He loves his crew, will die for them. And he proves it. And he's smart. He tries all the time to do the right thing, and I love that.
And you know what's good about it too is you see that in the other characters. You see that in Amos. You see that in the girl. They're willing to die for him. He's willing to die for them.
Amos is trying real hard to turn his life back around and do the right thing.
In case I have to kill you, I just wanted to say thanks. You made some pretty stupid choices since you've been in charge, but you're always trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
That came out bad. I mean, you were always trying to be a good man. Not everybody does. Thank you.
I don't really know what he
is.
Did.
A psychopath that I love.
I did like that.
I know, and I knew you would.
There's something about his character in this.
Yes.
It reminds me nothing of me.
Yes.
But I just like the character. He's strong. He's kind of take charge, but at the same time, he's like a little teddy bear.
Wes Chatham in real life in interviews is like just the nicest guy. It seems like, but in this, he's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a guy that would terrify me.
Until, basically, to me, like, what I got the feeling of what I was saying, he feels like a teddy bear, like a nice guy that you would be friends with, but you do the wrong thing, snap, it's over.
And he has done that a few times.
And I saw that in this season, too, and I was kind of shocked about that. That's something that kind of threw me back.
And we should say his name, that Wes Chatham was Amos, and Amos's nemesis in this was the other guy from the UN, the corporate agency.
Mercury?
Adolphus Mercury. Those two were perfect. You had two alphas that were constantly butting heads this whole season, and you didn't know what was going to happen. And Amos finally found someone he could detach to and love and care for. He had a girlfriend, which I thought was great.
But see, that's one thing I liked about him too. But I actually liked some of his dialogue with Murtry.
Yes.
Because as much as they're butting heads and you're kind of thinking, oh, this could go any ways.
You people act like I'm the bad guy here. I came on a peaceful mission. These squatters drew first blood.
And you used it to justify murder.
I acted against terrorists who killed innocent people and were planning further acts of violence, but I'm the bad guy. You and your friend here assault me and my people, but I'm the bad guy. Maybe I've just got that kind of face.
At the same time, you're thinking, yeah, Amos is going to kick your ass.
Well, yeah. And I constantly was rooting for Amos, too. That's the thing. You're rooting for these characters.
Yeah, you do.
I could give a shit less what happens to the people on Discovery.
I got it. I think it's broken. It's broken. Oh. Yeah. Thank you for fixing it. It was broken.
He was an idiot.
Yeah.
These people I care about entirely compared to the other Star Trek.
Some things, like the woman they rescue, I didn't really care.
No.
I was in here for the effects are beautiful and the chemistry they have together was fun. But I didn't really understand that either. That may have something to do with
you wouldn't know the whole story with the Belters, with Drummer, the lady, and then all that whole side, and then that was another part that lagged a little bit, but it connected all these other things together. I have to say, they battle this alien tech using Miller. They turn this planet on, and it erupts and starts destroying everything. And he's got to bring these two factions together. And he's got to save them suddenly. Holden and the crew have to get them to this alien monolith and save them from a tidal wave and explosions.
Yeah, no, I'd like
that. Holden is causing.
Yeah. And I like how Holden gets in there, and I didn't realize it actually all the way up to the end that whatever's inside him
was activating all this stuff.
Exactly. It's not exactly who you think it is, or who I thought it was. Missing season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was the real character, but it's something else that's inside here.
It was a leftover program that was trying to hunt down what happened to their species, and he finally found a way not only to end himself after hundreds of thousands of years, I guess, but he got to put a rest to his whole civilization and put the bad guys down finally at the end.
And some of the stuff happened there at the end. I thought was kind of funny.
It was a little
when the whole hole's open and there's like fire around.
That was, you know what that was? That was pure sci-fi goodness. When something just doesn't make sense and it's just gorgeous and shit happens. I feel that's what a lot of people would say.
Because I was like, that's so cool, but I don't understand really what's going on.
Cast fantastic, beautiful NASA quality graphics, and they didn't have a lot of space battles this time, which kind of that's really sad. I love the.
I did like space in the other seasons. Or more of that.
I told him.
Well, the other season.
The battles in space were incredible. The missiles and torpedoes and the close combat, all that. I miss that.
Yeah. I only saw a little bit of that in the first season. Yeah. And I'd say that I think a little more of that would have been fun.
I agree.
More space battles. Maybe a little more to the aliens that were there before. Maybe
I think that's coming.
If I could have known a little more about them. But like you said, we got more seasons coming.
Season 5's coming in December. Yeah. It's based on the 5th book. And I heard we do get more alien stuff. It gets really intense. Season 4 was a bit of a slow burn, but Season 5 coming up is supposed to be incredible. Thank God for Amazon.
That was a slow burn. I'm in for season
Amazon
6
saved
too.
this show.
Yes.
Props to Amazon and Bezos and all the rest of them.
He must have liked the show.
This is a unique question.
Yes.
You didn't see 1, 2, or 3, but what do you rate Season 4?
Season 4? Like I said, it's fun to watch. Amos is still my favorite character. I like the other characters. I like the chemistry him and Holden have together.
Yep.
And the whole crew, we actually missed talking about one of the crew. You know,
I missed a lot. I'm sure.
Yeah, but they all just have really good chemistry together.
Yeah.
The visuals are beautiful. The story, I'm still a little bit behind on. I'm gonna try to watch 2 and 3.
We'll get you caught up.
Before we get to season 6. I'm gonna try to watch 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So don't totally believe my review 100%. You know, because I'm
got a unique perspective. Some people out there haven't seen any of it.
Like I said at the beginning,
yeah,
you can start with a season and catch up.
It'd be great.
You'll know what's going on within probably the first episode.
Yeah, it'll
and to me, like I said, finally we have space exploration on a TV show.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what I wanted from this to begin with.
Yep.
So I can't give this season anything less than probably a B+.
Oh wow, that's still good.
I probably would have given it A- if I'd have seen 2 and 3, but some things I was behind on.
Okay. I went into this knowing what was coming, and that gave me a heads up. Knowing the story, the characters better, all that gave me a really big leg up on you on that part. I love the direction they're taking into making this more about the characters and the action and the space exploration of the ring. I wanted more ring explanation and exploration. I wanted to see what was really in all these different places and hear about what these planets were like. And they kind of just stuck to one that looked just like Earth, which was kind of disappointing, but I know why they did that. It's probably budgetary. Amazon's going to keep this going. They need to. This is an excellent show. One of the best sci-fis on television that I've seen in years. This has got better than Battlestar graphics. Better storyline, I think. Worth holding on to. Definitely recommended. This is on my top 10 list of the year for certain. So I'm going to go out with saying this was an A+.
Nice. Was it better than that one you watched on Netflix? What was it called? After Earth or something like that? Oh, God, After Earth.
Oh, Jesus.
New topic. We need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, I'm going to say there is one thing I do want to ask you before I leave that I didn't quite catch this season. And I think maybe you told me about it, and that's, are there more rings like this out there? Thousands. Okay. I thought they only go through one ring this year.
The ring gate itself, the sphere, whatever, has thousands of openings, and those openings lead right to a planet.
So there's thousands of planets
that are all available. That's why Mars. Who the hell wants to terraform Mars? Why bother?
Yeah, why bother now? And you got all these habitable planets.
Exactly.
And that's what the Belters are
everything's shifting. All the power, Earth, everything's shifting now. Everything's going to shit. So
yeah, we're gonna have to stay tuned. Check out next season. See what happens with these characters. I think for sure next season I'm gonna like Amos again because I like the character, man.
So does that mean we're not fucking anymore?
What? No, I guess.
Cool. See you later then.
And please be safe. Take good care of yourself. Wear masks now in stores and in public. Stay away from big groups. And check out the Picard review coming next.
Yep, now I just got to start doing some curls.
Yes.
Try to get some biceps like them too.
Get out of this funk of coronavirus, I guess.
God. Anyways, guys, I think that's all we got for tonight. So we're out here.
We'll see you.
Yeah.